In the belly of Lagos, where the city's pulse beats strongest, Yaba Market awakens with its symphony of clattering pots, haggling voices, and the occasional calls hauled at a pickpocket. Here, fortunes are made between sips of palm wine, and dreams cling to life like stubborn stains on a mechanic's overalls. Among the chaos stands Dapo, a 25-year-old artist whose calloused hands tell stories of struggle and resilience. His studio is nothing more than a wooden plank balanced between Mama Chidi's yam stall and Uncle Remy's generator repair shop. Yet, from this unlikely place, he creates magic, transforming scrap metal into sculptures that whisper Lagos Old. Today, however, he works on his most important piece yet, a ring fashioned from copper wiring salvaged from a burnt-out transformer. The intended recipient, Kemi Adilek, 23-year-old daughter of the king of Yaba Market, whose laughter rings louder than the Pentecostal church's speakers on Sunday morning. Their love story began 6 months ago when Kemi, escaping her father's watchful eyes, stumbled upon Dapo sketching near the gutter. What started as curiosity blossomed into secret meetings over shared boli and stolen glances between fabric stalls. As Dapo kneels in the dusty aisle between second-hand shoe sellers and dried fish vendors, time seems to pause. The market's usual clamor fades into background noise. Kemi's eyes glisten not at the ring's simplicity, but at the love radiating from Dapo's nervous smile. Her yes hangs sweetly in the air, until a shadow darker than a power outage falls across them. Chief Adelek, the lion of Yaba, stands like an avenging spirit in his gold-embroidered agbada. His nostrils flare as he takes in the scene. His precious daughter, heir to his empire, being proposed to by a nobody with hands stained by paint and poverty. That evening, in the marble-floored silence of his Ikoyi mansion, Chief Adeleke delivers his verdict. 10 million naira, bride price, or forget my daughter's name, he growls, slamming a ledger filled with figures that mock Dapo's existence. The numbers tell a cruel story. School fees paid in dollars, designer clothes bought in Paris, a future measured in oil barrels and offshore accounts. Kemi's defiance erupts like a burst pipe. "Baba, I'm not one of your business contracts," she shouts, her voice cracking with emotion. But the chief remains unmoved, his heart hardened like expired cement. "You'll understand when you're holding your first child with empty hands," he retorts, turning away to admire his newest acquisition, a gold-plated statue of himself. Enter Prince Jordan Oluwasigun III, a man whose wealth is as exaggerated as his British accent, son of an oil magnate and graduate of How to Be Pretentious University. He arrives in a convoy longer than a Lagos traffic jam. His proposal? A 5-carat diamond ring and a prenuptial agreement thicker than a phone book. At the Polo Club, surrounded by champagne towers and sycophantic laughter, Kemi feels suffocated. Jordan's diamond sparkles with cold precision, his perfection mocking Dapo's lovingly imperfect copper ring. When Jordan mentions their planned honeymoon on his private island, Kemi's phone buzzes. It's Dapo's latest painting, a vibrant depiction of them sharing puff-puff under a makeshift umbrella during last week's downpour. In the quiet of the family parlor, Mama Ngozi wages her silent war. With hands toughened by decades of market struggles, she slams open the family album to a faded photograph. "Remember this man?" she asks pointedly. The image shows a younger Chief Ade, all bones and ambition, proposing to her with nothing but a kola nut and 2 bottles of Fanta. The chief's face twitches with unspoken emotions. "That was different," he mutters, but Mama Ngozi presses on. "Different how? Because now you can buy Fanta by the truckload. That kola nut was sweeter than all your gold because it came with love." Her words hang in the air, heavy with truth. Meanwhile, in Surulere, Dapo's art begins speaking louder than his poverty. His latest collection, Lagos Raw, captures the city's soul, from the tired smile of a Danfo driver counting his daily earnings to the hopeful eyes of a shoeshine boy dreaming big. When Instagram influencer at Lagos Big Girl shares his work, the internet erupts. Gallery owners, collectors, and even Burna Boy's stylists come calling. The climax comes when a Swiss art dealer offers 5 million naira for his centerpiece, a stunning portrait of Kemi laughing in the rain, her jewels slightly askew, her joy palpable. Dapo's hands shake as he signs the contract, not just at the money, but at what it represents. Validation that his art, his love, his very being has value beyond naira notes. On the day of the traditional wedding, even the ancestors seem to smile. The village square transforms into a riot of color. Bright aso-ebi fabrics compete with elaborate head ties, while masquerades dance to high-life rhythms, older than Nigeria itself. Dapo, resplendent in his Ishago attire, can't stop grinning as Kemi glides toward him, her coral beads clicking a joyful rhythm. Chief Ide stands apart, his stiff posture betraying internal conflict. When Dapo presents him with a gift, a stunning portrait of the chief's younger, hopeful self, the old man's eyes mist over. Without a word, he reaches into his agbada and produces a single gold bead from Mama Ngozi's original wedding jelly, pressing it into Dapo's palm with a nod that speaks volumes. Today, their Surulere apartment overflows with art, love, and the occasional argument about whose turn it is to buy groundnuts. Chief Ade visits weekly, though he'll never admit he comes for Kemi's cooking rather than to inspect his investments. Dapo's latest exhibition, From Scrap to Gold, draws crowds, while Kemi has launched her own fashion line featuring traditional fabrics with modern twists. As Lagos hums outside their window, its traffic, its noise, its relentless energy, they've learned the city's greatest lesson. True wealth isn't measured in naira or diamonds, but in the courage to choose love, even when the world prices it beyond reach. In Lagos, love finds a way, but traffic still no dey joke. Hashtag love no be market price.